Hey guys, it's your boy Matt11 Gaming here. Welcome back to a brand new video. We are back today talking about FIFA 18, and I've got the one and only special guest, HERDETZY, who's here with me. You want to say hello?
Hello guys, you alright?
So yeah, today we'll be talking about FIFA 18. Well, we haven't got the games releasing in about less than 2 weeks now. But we've got the demo. We've played the demo, fair few games, you know. We've got bit of experience, I think, and we're just gonna go through it and give our opinions, and basically talk about the most important things and stuff like that. So I think we should just get started straight away.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I've got a few things written down. I'm gonna start. So one of the things that really was interesting to me was the player personality, which was one of the things that EA advertised as how players, compared to last year, just different between themselves. So, like, for example, I don't know if you've used Bayern Munich, but you have Iron Robin, who's like, he's got his hand up, you know, how he runs in real life. And I just felt like players are different between each other. So you can tell, like, for example, Iniesta, who's got this great control of the ball, if you feed him like a strong pass, which isn't that precise, he can control that anyway, whilst, you know, maybe a defender can't.
Yeah. No, I've also noticed in terms of actually dribbling, and then with certain players, say with Hazard, for example, you do a fake cross, he'll do like a Cruyff turn, but then if you did like a fake cross with David Luiz, for example, he just does it a little bit sluggish, because obviously he's not the type of player that you get that's going to be dribbling the ball 100% and going for it. But no, in terms of player personalities, it feels like they've gone more individual than just going for a massive group of players and saying, oh, do you know what? Hazard, Neymar, Robin, Ribery, they're all in the same category. Let's chuck them all together. And then you've got all the normal players like Bale, Ronaldo, like, oh, they're the same. Put them together. They're strong and they're quick. But actually they haven't. They've gone per individual player, and they've actually broken down what they're good at and their strengths.
Yeah, and I think that's massive, especially you can see, I think there's a huge difference between defense and attack. Like, if you can get clean through, the defender's not catching up this year. I think there's a big difference in pace. And yeah, another important thing I think was the shielding. So this is going to be interesting, because I played against my brother, right, a few games. So I was like, because we don't have online, I was like, this is the closest we're going to get. So I played against my brother, and I struggled so much. I found it so hard to defend, incredibly hard to defend. For some reason, I just couldn't defend. And then I tried offline, and I bumped it up literally to legendary, and I managed to beat the computer, but quite easily as well, which is just really strange. Really strange. I just thought, because the AI doesn't use shielding, whilst my brother and people online do. And that was really key. I literally could not defend against that. It was crazy.
Well, the thing is, though, in terms of actually the AI for the offline, they've actually said that this is the first year it's more like an actual player. Like, in terms of playing online, like, obviously people like to do sweaty goals. They like to, if a player likes to cross it in 100 times, he's going to cross it in 100 times. So what they're trying to get at is they're getting that if the AI is through on goal, and they see a simple sweaty, they've made it so the player will kick it across goal, like you're playing against someone online. So obviously, the higher the difficulty, they've actually made it more difficult. Because obviously, when you played on Legendary, you could tell you were playing against the computer, like you just said. But I think they're trying to push it towards that. When you're playing against Legendary, you're playing against the computer. Yeah. But actually, it's meant to be like a real player, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. I think we're going to see more of that with just playing the game, especially because career mode looks a whole lot better this year.
It's insane.
Well, that's for maybe another video, but it's really interesting, finally. For the first time every year since we've moved, especially to New Gen, we talk about the new graphics and everything. Since we've gone to Frostbite, I think this year is actually, I can see a difference. I remember people talking like, from FIFA 16 to 17, there's this massive graphics change. Not really. I think this year there's 4K, so I saw a big difference.
Yeah.
This year you can actually see the difference, especially like with the crowds. The crowds are incredible, honestly. They're not all the same. We've got people with different faces, which is awesome for once.
For a change, they've actually done
yeah.
it. Also, have you seen if you score with Man City, they do the Man City celebration now, where they turn around and jump in the crowd.
All right, okay, yeah, I know you can go and celebrate with the crowd, which is pretty cool. They always add new celebrations. What else? Okay, so we got the new crosses. I don't know if you've experienced much of that, because I literally don't play with crosses at all. So I haven't really whipped any crosses in much. So I haven't really seen much of that.
The crossing's quite good. Like, they've improved it a lot. I watched a video on someone else's channel saying how they've changed crosses. So you know how when you win across the board it's triple tap X? Mm-hmm. They've now changed it, so you press RB and X for a triple tap X. And if you press LB or L, I think it's like L1 on the PS4, it does a lofted cross. So say if you've got Peter Crouch in the box, for example, and you do the lofted cross, he's going to win it, because he's massive.
Right.
But obviously, if you've got someone small and nimble like Aguero, if you hold RB or R1 and cross it in, like a triple tap, it will obviously be like a driven cross instead of a looping cross. So they've changed crossing a lot. For me, crossing's it was mint this year on FIFA 17, because we play a lot of pro clubs, and a lot of pro clubs, we whip it in all the time, and we try and do early balls and late balls. Mm-hmm. But in terms of actually Ultimate Team, it's kind of different play style to what you get on pro clubs.
Oh, definitely.
But the crossing at the moment in the demo is absolutely insane.
I think I still have to adapt to the new gameplay and how it works, because it's never been a big part of me of crossing, but we'll see how that evolves. Then there's the new. Okay, so as I said before, it was really hard to defend for me. I don't know if a part of that is that the new mechanic where they players will actually react every frame instead of every kind of step that the player takes in game. So you see they'll be able to just turn around a lot, not quicker, just in a small amount of space. If you know what I mean. I thought.
Oh, what? So basically, like, it's going back to like the player attributes again. What I said earlier, isn't it? Where different players can react in different positions,
so
kind of thing.
Right, yeah. So what they can do is, instead of reacting before even the skill move, they would perform. For example, if you perform the skill moves, and for example they were taking a step, you'd have to wait for that step to be taken from the player before they could actually execute the skill move. Whilst now it should be a lot more reactive, because it's done frame by frame. So that was interesting. Although I just found defending really hard. I don't know if that was part of it. It was just the defending was really sluggish, really slow. I could not catch up. Like, the attacker could just shield the ball, turn around on one side. I could not catch him. The through balls, that's another thing I wanted to touch on. The through balls, I think, look really a lot stronger if you know when to use them properly.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. In terms of defense, though, they've gone for the whole trying to be realistic again, where you know, obviously in a real game, if someone's running towards you, you don't just charge towards them. You kind of like jockey yourself off. It kind of feels like they're going for that kind of vibe. Yeah. Well, to make it more realistic.
Yeah.
So basically, obviously, you have to jockey off and attack slower, because you can't just go in holding RB anymore. That doesn't work. You can't just get a player to charge at them like you used to in FIFA 16 and then you win the ball. And obviously, they kind of moved that in FIFA 17 when you went to Foot Champs. If you hold RB and you've got a player running towards, that player that you're playing against is going to find a gap. So in FIFA 18, it kind of feels like they've kind of leveled that out. So obviously, basically, you have to jockey to win the ball. You can't just charge. You can't just run at them.
Yeah.
In terms of the through balls to make yourself through on goal, the play style is so slow this year. Like they've just made it so slower.
I think
if you've got pace, that's it really.
Yeah, like in many FIFAs, but this I think there's this bigger gap between the pace and defenders and strikers. Like once you're through, you're through. There's no catching him. I guess, I don't know about the defending. We'll see if that just creates a bigger skill between, manages to build a skill between players online. So before you could maybe win a game just because you were lucky, and now maybe we've got this bigger skill gap between players which can help, maybe with divisions and FUT champions, stuff like that, to just, put the better players against the better players and the weaker ones against people that are just on their level, really. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think we've kind of covered everything. It's really, I don't know, I'm really excited. Yeah. I hope there's a few things that need to be changed, definitely, for the final build. I don't know how old the demo is as far as alpha, beta or something like that. But yeah, anything else you want to add?
The only thing I like to be different is wing plays like non-existent anymore, as in like everyone just plays down the centre because the game's so much slower. Okay. Even at the end of FIFA 17, you could just tell that when you were playing someone on FUT champs, a left mid and a right mid were basically non-existent. Everyone just played 4-3-1-2 because why would you play down the wings if it doesn't work?
Yeah, we'll see what the popular formation is going to be this year, because last year was all the the narrow formation, wasn't it? So yeah, we'll see. That'll be interesting for Ultimate Team. And I think we've touched on everything. We'll see how it evolves, but it looks good. It looks good. We've got new features. I'm really excited for the final game, which I'm yet to pre-order, and we're really closing in to the release date. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the video, guys. I know a bit of a different video.
Oh no,
from
we've had a glitch.
Do here. And thanks, Adam, for
Mike's
being here.
died. Oh no, I can't even hear him. Oh Matt. Oh Matt. Oh Matt, you're talking, I can't even hear you. Oh no. Oh my god. He's probably just blabbing away to himself as well, and I can't even hear a word he's saying.
Okay, now we're back. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm
my controller enough, of course.
Oh, of course it did.
I was just outroing anyway, so a big thanks to Adam for being here with me.
Yeah, no worries, guys. And make sure to comment down below what you are excited for in FIFA 17. Fucking hell. And make sure to comment down below what you're excited for in FIFA 18, because there are a lot of topics that we didn't really pick up on. Sure. But obviously, if you guys enjoy this and you smash the like button, then obviously we're going to make another one.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. So, yeah, go and check his channel out. We're actually going to be making a series together very soon, as FIFA 18 drops. But you'll have to just wait and see what that is, isn't it? And yeah, it's been your boy, Matt11 Gaming. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like. If you did, subscribe for more. And I'll catch you guys next time. I'm out. Bye.